Good day, YouTube. I'm sure we're live here from Oulu, Finland, bringing you Shadows of Tuonela development logs again. We have been busy. Last week we did the playtests. It turned out to be a great success in my opinion. There were hiccups where the server went crushing down a couple times, but we learned a lot. And now the server's been up and running for, I don't know, 3 days now or something. So I am feeling really proud of the game. We got a lot of good feedback. And by the way, if YouTube people, if you want to try out the game, the server is up and you can head over to my Twitch or Discord channel to kind of like get the gist. So for example, on Twitch, you can write how to join together on the Twitch chat and you will get kind of like this base idea of how to join. Basically what you need to do is head over to our Discord and come ask for a role. And I have been giving those without any further questions, and people have loved it. We also did a little bit of a kind of like strategy change. So if you have been paying attention, my plan previously was to release the beta / demo on Steam as soon as possible and kind of like start this live ops development cycle where I'm taking you guys with me and you guys get to design the game and we're gonna be like patching it out like a live game already. But people thought that I shouldn't go to Steam with an unpolished product, even if it was a demo. So we're gonna be postponing the Steam demo launch now for, I don't know, it might be months now, where we kind of like try to make the game polished and we're gonna expand it at the rate where we think is making sense. And I'm going to be releasing the new beta versions on itch. So we're doing an itch release this month. So that's the new plan. Warden Logic, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. All right. So let's think about basically for the YouTube people one more thing. I hope we're live here. We are. For the YouTube people, I have one more thing I want to say before we move on. We are now going to implement animations. So this is the work of our official wonderful talented artist Ilomski. He's been doing some extra work to do mining and fishing art. So we have 2 animations now, and now we're gonna start to implement them. And there are some challenges because we have a 3D space in the game, and as you saw, we have only horizontal animation. So we have 4 different options that we can do to kind of like play it out. And people in the Twitch voted that we are gonna meme it out. And I think we're gonna go with that. So what do we need to do? All right. So basically when this is our controller. And in controller, we're checking like, all right, so if this is fishing pool, if we are clicking a fishing pool, then we are trying to fish. So here, the logic has to start already. So basically we are inputting like, okay, so this is us. We are sending in us or this. We're sending this. So what we gotta do here in order for the animations to play out? Well, we're gonna go into the fishing script. And when we are basically checking for, when we are kind of like locking into the fishing animation. So when we are locking, when our combat state goes into harvesting, this is where we can play the animation. So this is happening on server. So server is handling this. So server is going to be telling, I think we're just gonna go straight to base controller, which handles the animation triggers. We're gonna send an information to base controller that play this trigger. I think it's set trigger. So we're gonna do like network animator set trigger, and we're gonna send in something like fishing 1. I think we could do something like this. I think we could do something like this. I wonder if maybe we need to do 2. So we need to do a trigger to kind of like network the animations. But I'm thinking... Okay, so there's 2 ways. Obviously, we can either set a trigger for all of the directions. So we can do like fishing north. We can do like fishing north. We can do fishing south and so forth. And kind of like trigger them individually. Or maybe we could do something else. Maybe we could. How would we do this? How would we do this? So we need to get into kind of like this fishing state. I think this would make them. I think this would be the most sensible thing. Or we can use the direction. We have the direction int, so we have an int direction, which we use to handle the 4-fold movement in the game where the character is running. So I think we could implement this using the direction as well. So basically, when you're clicking, when the player is clicking the pond home, we are kind of like setting the direction, and we are triggering the fishing. Then we'll just check out what the direction is, and we're kind of like we're gonna play out what the direction is, and then we're gonna come back. Huh. So yeah, the animator thing is not my strong suit. So if there's any like technical artists rolling in their chair right now, let me know. But I think this is what we're gonna do. So the server is gonna be triggering the correct fishing animation. Yeah, I don't think I want to necessarily flood the kind of like the trigger list with 4 different triggers. So I think we're just gonna do fishing, and we're gonna use the direction. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Warden Logic, welcome to the channel. How are you? Welcome, welcome. My name is Ame. We are creating a game called Shadows of Tuonela. We just uploaded and updated the look of the Steam page. We have new capsule art. It's looking absolutely badass. Badass games. I need to update the screenshots because we have so cool bosses and enemies, so we definitely need to do that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this week at some point. I swear, guys. But there's so much to do. Okay, so let's get this party on the road. So we need to head over to our player. And what we gotta do here. By the way, yesterday we implemented this avatar. That is on top left corner. It's gonna show you your health. And I had a poll on Discord asking which one do you guys like more, the one without the text or the one with text, and we got overwhelming support on the health text. So these are the type of things we do on Discord if you guys want to be a part of the loop, part of the design. Alright, so let me think about this. So we need to go into the animator, and the animator is located over here. Okay, so yeah, we can see the new animations here. Awesome. So we have fishing west, fishing east, mining west, mining east, fight idle. Very good, Ilomski. So what we can do is we can now take these fight idols. So fight idle, Väinämöinen, I think it's this one. And let's see if we have another one of these. So fight idle, yeah. So we have fight idle east. So I think this is the one that's kind of like mirrored, and then this is the one that's not. So before we go on, I'm just gonna make sure that we got that right. Before we continue, let's take a look at that. So let me check out where we're spawning. Let's spawn to the start. You might need a zoom scroll just for the screenshots. Getting close-ups would be amazing. That's actually a really good idea. Fuck, I love that. I love that idea. Do camera zoom scroll before adding and taking the Steam screenshots. That's a really cool idea, dude. Yeah. All right. Yesterday, by the way, we did these dynamic difficulties. I fixed it. There was a bug on it last night. I realized that it doesn't update if the bot respawns on runtime. So I had to rewrite some of it. So okay, let's take a look at the new combat. Holy shit! It's so much better. It's so much better. Ilomski, MVP, MVP. It doesn't look like he's falling asleep anymore mid round. It's like, yeah, on guard. It's really good, dude. It's really good, dude. Ilomski, Ilomski, popping off, dude. So let's take a sword and see how it is with the sword. Stop running away from me. Ish. Ish. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. Dance fighting. Yeah. And I might have given the little touch to the slashing animation too. I was looking like it looked different, but oh yeah, it looks a little like he's like, Ish. Yeah, it has a little bit of more oomph. Awesome work, dude. Love it. Love it. Very good. Alright, so before we continue, I'm just gonna push this. We have new fight animations, fight and fight idle animations for character. Try to duel a player, please. Well, let's go give it a go. I actually implement the mirror fight idle too. Well, goddammit, we're gonna go. Why don't you smack my ass and call me Väinämöinen? Let's go to Tori. Could do a dance animation. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have those. I think a lot of people would want that there is some sort of wave animation and a dance animation. Alright, so let me... Do we have any... Yeah, we have this. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oh man, it's so good. It's so good, dude. It's so good. I tried to make the two different sides animated slightly different. I'm trying to picture it. Yeah. So this guy's hand is a little bit further back. Right now we're dying, so let me just escape real quick. Let me cheat a little bit food. Nice. Oh, it's very cool. It's very cool. The fight looks so much more alive, and I'm getting kind of like this pirate fight now. We have like pirates fighting. It's so good. It's so good. We had a pirate game after all. Oh shit. So, animation updates today. Yeah, animation updates today. One thing, Ilomski, I think we're gonna do fairly soon. So maybe you can start kind of like visualizing it. I think we're gonna do this fairly soon if possible. So what I'm thinking is that we'll add death. Yeah. So I think we're gonna do like a very... I think we can get away with fairly simple thing. I'm not even like 100% sure if we need an animation, but I'm gonna draw this out for you so you can kind of like see what I'm thinking. Oh my god, I hate... Okay, so yeah, okay, there it is. Okay, so basically, let me get rid of that one second. All right. So basically, what I'm thinking about in the death animation is that if this guy, for example, this is the Kokko bird, all right, he's got these wings here, whatever, and the beautiful legs, yeah. It looks like a tree, but don't worry about it. Here it is. Yep. So when this guy dies, I think what we could do is underneath him do this portal, kind of like this hellish portal, and I think we can probably get some free asset. In the long run, obviously we want to do it ourselves, but I think we can get some portal asset from you know, some asset store. So we're gonna basically like do an animation, or maybe we can even spawn the portal. I don't know what makes most sense. Probably the animation. And then there would be kind of like this hand reaching out and just like picking it up, like, or picking him and just like dragging him down. I think this would be pretty cool. That's kind of like what I'm thinking right now. Is that a crow? Yeah, it's Coco. it's Coco bird. Is it that clear? So I think this would be pretty cool. It could even be, I think the portal, it could even be a little bit like behind. I'm not sure, like maybe if the bird was here, it would kind of like get picked from behind and then it would kind of like pull it. I think we could basically like reuse the same thing for everything. That would be dope, but I wonder would the cool factor die off if NPCs get that type of death? Yeah. That's a fair point, I suppose. Yeah. Especially the farmable ones. Yeah. So are you saying that this should only be for players? Shadows? Bosses and player characters totally. The legendary hidden boss Christmas tree. Yeah, so yeah, obviously that's a valid point. Like, I would love to see kind of like the Coco bird, kind of like, you know, kind of like falling apart, like, but that's a lot of work and it's a unique animation again. So I think kind of like something like this, I'm pretty sure would be fairly quick to implement once you had it. Like, we could literally just like drag him down, not do anything else. NPCs could have more like a shadow effect, like desecrating into shadow bits. Well, that sounds badass. That sounds like a badass thing, yeah. That sounds really cool. I bet Unity has some VFX where you can do that easily. Well, that sounds really cool. I have no idea what that is, so if anyone can investigate, explore that, post it in the Discord or Twitch chat. I would love to look into that. All right, but hey, the animation looks absolutely fire. It's much more fluid. I love it. Good job. Okay, moving on. So, what we are gonna do now is we have this state machine basically for walking. So I'm thinking we'll do more state machines to kind of like prevent this from happening. I don't want the animator to start looking like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create this state machine, and this is gonna be called fishing state machine. And how do the state machines work? Well, the state machines are just basically visual. As far as I'm concerned, they're only visual. So if you go into the walk state machine, we actually have the exact same kind of like outlook on things. So you have the entry and you have the any state, you have the exits and whatnot. It helps clear things up kind of like visually, so it doesn't become cluttered like this. So basically what we're doing is on the walk, we're doing like is moving, is true, we're going into the walk machine, and we are coming out when is moving is false. So there it is, very simple. So what we're gonna do here is I think we're gonna add a new I don't even think we need a new bool. We could do an if fish, like is fishing, and then we could basically be stuck in the state machine and just like keep fishing and idling and fishing and idling. But kind of like how our game works right now is that we don't do kind of like these locked in phases where you are kind of like, okay, so now you're going into fishing mode and you need to kind of like exit the mode. Like I don't necessarily like that design, even though it's probably pretty good framework for more complicated things. So what I'm thinking is we're just gonna do a simple trigger, and this is gonna be fishing trigger, and we're gonna be calling this fishing trigger whenever we want to go into the state machine. So I'm just gonna do has exit time. That's probably fine. We're gonna do the fishing trigger to go in, and once we're in, I'm gonna copy this layout of the walking, and we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna go from entry to empty state. We're gonna go here, set default. Hello, hello. Make transition, create new blend. Okay, so I think I put it on the wrong shit. I think I put it in the wrong shit. So we were supposed to make a transition to the state machine itself. And we're using the fishing trigger. And now we should be going... We're still going to the walk north. Hello? Hello, is it me you're looking for? When you dial the telephone. Okay, so let's try this one more time. So we are doing a transition into empty state. All right, so that's probably what I should have been doing all the time. All right, so now we're going into... Excusez-moi. Well, maybe this is the... Okay, I think this is actually the up the place. Okay, so I like the entry more. But I think it's actually this up base layer that's actually the one that's, you know, it's the main animator coming here. Okay, here we go. So we're going here, and then based on the direction, we are gonna be going into this kind of like fish north. We're gonna go fish north. We're gonna go fish west. We're gonna go fish east. And we are gonna go fish south. All right. And we're using the direction that we should have. I think the animator should have the information of the direction. We're gonna have to see if that doesn't work out. And then we are going to be... I don't think we're gonna be doing anything else right now. So in the future, we are going to expand this so that there's two possible outcomes. So you can either come back with the fish, or you won't. Right now, what I'm thinking is that we are not gonna be using these direction change triggers. I think we are just going to do exit time back into idle. I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll see how that works out. All right. So that means that we are not actually looping these animations. We're only playing them once. And if Ilomski has done a good job at kind of like pacing the animation, which it seemed like he did, then we are gonna go ahead and kind of like fish until the animation is done and then get out. So that should be enough. Okay, so let's see here. We need to change the animations. So we have the fishing animations. We have fishing east. I'm gonna use it for north and east. And then the west and south is gonna be the fishing west. I appreciate Ilomski for doing both of them. I didn't need to do the flipping. Saves me a whole lot. All right, and we are exiting. So these exits obviously don't work like this. So there's actually a good point, like, should we just straight up exit? I think we should. So let's actually take these exits away, like so. So we're only going in. Okay, so this is wrong. That's wrong. Let's do that again. So we're only taking the exits out now. So that's exit. So we're going in. And then we are gonna go out. Let me change this. So this is just gonna be no condition whatsoever. Has exit time. No condition, exit time. No condition, exit time, and one more, I suppose. All right, so we're gonna try this out. So now we're basically, if we do the trigger, we should be heading to one of these animations, and then we should be heading out. What kind of exit time are we looking at? 1.1. Let's see how that is. So if we look at the animation, I'm kind of like looking for the visualization. Where can I see it? Where can I see the visualization? Kind of preview transition shows that it does not have motion. There is no destination state. Okay, so let's have a look. What did we do? So now on entry we're going into fishing. Holy shit! What the hell? This is the default layer. Thank you very much. And when we are coming out, we are gonna go into idle. So can we now picture the transition? All right, so now we can kind of like see this little graph here. So the end of the fishing will kind of like blend into the idle. If we don't have exit time, then it's not gonna do anything. I think. So what if we put this on 1? So what happens if I put it on 1? So I'm kind of like, I don't want the players to be able to cancel the fishing right now. So what if I put the exit time on 1? Do I need to do that? I think we're gonna give it a go. I think this is kind of like from 0 to 1, so it's like what percentage of animation is kind of like played out if you exit or something. So let's see how that is. So now we're gonna do that. Exit time, yeah, that's probably fine. I think this can be faster, and this doesn't need to have like any. All right, so we're gonna see how that is. It's now 1. So there it is. Let's give it a go, guys. I have no clue if this is gonna work out. Should we do a prediction? Let's do a prediction. Will the fishing animations work? Yes, no. There's obviously one more thing that we didn't do, which is the fact that we don't ever call this trigger. So we gotta do that. So basically when we are on... let's just close everything and go into Harvesting Manager. When we are on Harvesting Manager, and we are going to start fishing. So here we are harvesting. So at this point, I think we are going to do. So I think we have already one of the kind of like RPC calls in place, but I don't know if it's needed. Animation. Send attack trigger to network animator. So here's where we're calling it: base controller handle animator trigger call. So I think what we could basically do is we could have this as a middleman, and this would be send fishing trigger to network animator, and we're just gonna call fishing trigger. I think that's what it is. So fishing trigger, yeah, that's what it was called. And hopefully we'll have the direction correct. No idea. Probably not. So I would keep that in mind with the predictions. All right, so we are doing that now, so we gotta call it from here. So we're gonna go ahead and do player state, send fishing trigger animator and trigger to network animator, like so. And this means that it's gonna be locked in. I think this could be even like before this. And we're gonna wait, and then we're gonna do, if we get a fish, we're gonna return a fish. If we don't, well, regardless, we're gonna return back. All right, here we go. It's gonna be interesting. I have a lot of faith that the network animator has information about the character's direction, which might be foolish. But the more you know, the more you know. So let's actually, before we go, let's put ourselves into the default spawn. Here we go. Here we go. Unity gods, grant me this victory. Huzzah. Here we go. Here we go. I better win this press GD is here. Good day, good day. So we have Trident. All right. So now when I'm clicking from left to the right, my direction should be set in the animator. And now if I fish, what happens? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. A whole lot of nothing happens. All right, so let's go see what the fuck is wrong. Whole lot of nothing happened. I win. A whole lot of nothing happened. What was that? What was that? So we're idling. Okay, so we're just not sending the trigger, are we? We're just not. Send fishing trigger to network animator. Base controller, handle animator trigger call, fishing trigger. Network animator set trigger. Trigger string. Why didn't it work? Did I forget to save something? If the problem was that I didn't save some file, that doesn't count. If that was the problem, because I don't see the problem. I was sure that this won't work on first try. I have banged my head on table many times. Yeah. I don't think we've ever done like an animator thing that has worked on first go. Yeah. All right, let's try this again. Okay, I have great trust. Yeah, it doesn't do shit. It doesn't do shit. Why though? All right, so yeah. All right. It's if server and we are host. Vatsky could have a point. Fishing animation didn't work, so there you go. Doubters win. Rest in peace, believers. I'm sorry. So let's have a look. So we are on harvesting manager. This is only called on server, as far as I know. So we're going into player state, send fishing trigger to network animator. We should get past this because we are hosting, so we are server. And we're gonna go here. We should get past this because we are the server. I say we go logging. I say we go logging. So let's do a log here. Send fishing trigger to no. In player state. Hey, Sanalunu, how's it going? Hey, you took my line. I'm doing good. What about you? Nice to meet you. My name is Ame. We are creating a wonderful game inspired by RuneScape Classic and some other places. Handle animator trigger call with, and let's do the trigger string here. So let's see here. So yeah, this should basically work. Send fishing trigger in player state, yeah. Yeah. So let's see what the hell is going on. What the hell is going on? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Where are you from, Sanaluni? Where are you from? There's the game. Press GD and all the others. Congrats on your points. All right, let's see. Did we learn anything? Let's do the game plus console layouts. All right. All right. All right. I don't need the warnings. Here we go. Okay. 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 So this is bad news. This is bad news, ladies and gentlemen. This is bad news. What? Russia! Привет. I'm from Finland. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so what the hell? What the hell? Is Watsky correct? Is Watsky correct? I hate when Watsky is right. Is Watsky correct? Like, why? What? Why? What? Why and what's? Oh, I think I know. Okay, so I think I'm just a jackass, guys. I think I'm just a jackass. I don't think this is the one. I don't think this is the one handling the fishing. I don't think this is the one handling the fishing, actually. So here we have mining entry. Let's take a look at it again. So I think we kind of like fucked it up. So handle fishing request. This is the one we do on fishing pool. Yeah, okay. So this is where we start. Then we do harvesting request. So we do this, blah, 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 blah. And then we do this, blah, blah, blah. So if we're not on default, on harvest complete, invoke. Wait a second. On harvest complete, harvesting entry, start harvesting. Calculate harvest. Holy shit. You should never let AI wipe code for you, because I don't fucking understand my own script right now. Calculate success before starting the coroutine. Calculate harvest. Sanalunu, this game is gonna be on each this month. Yes. Are you a game dev yourself? Start coroutine, harvest coroutine. All right. So wait, is this, are we using the same shit for both? Wait. So we're gonna go into harvesting, we're gonna wait for mining waits, and so this is what I tried to do for the mining, but now I'm kind of confused. Alright, I'm just gonna humor myself here, and we're gonna do the fishing here. If it now works, my harvesting manager is kind of cooked. It's kind of cooked. Yeah, about 15 projects dusting on my old laptop, 7 years in this shit, but still suck at coding. No, come on, you're probably not that bad. What's your biggest game? All right, so if that's how it works, my script is shit. So I'm gonna be with Sanaluni after that. All right, let's see what it is. No, it doesn't work. All right, so I think what we gotta do in order to understand my my web of code is we are gonna go and see it for ourselves. I'm pretty sure we're starting on here, so let's do start debugging. You got a fish, didn't you? I did. But the kind of like the script doesn't care about whether you're fishing or mining. It shares a lot of the code. So let's see if we start now on there. So where do we go? Okay, so I'm going in here. And then we go into handle harvesting request. Okay, fair enough. We're taking player state. We are checking the combat state. Then we are doing a new harvesting entry. Depending on whether we are doing mining or fishing. So let's go over that. Then we do on harvest complete if it's not null. I think we're going in here. No, we're not. We're going in here. Then we are in start harvesting. Fair enough. We're calculating what we get, whether we succeeded. And then we are setting the harvesting item. Then we do a co-routine. So we are going into this co-routine. Can I go inside here? So I am gonna go over there next. So here we are. So we are doing this combat state harvesting. And then we are waiting for the fishing time. And we're gonna be waiting, blah blah blah. Alright. So I think we were on the right place. So what the hell happened? So this is where I tried to do it, right? That part works as you got the fish. Yeah. It's not about the code not working, it's the fact that why didn't my triggers go? Like if I put my shit here. Oh, so I don't need that by the way. So if I put this shit here, there's no, it doesn't like make sense for it not to run. It doesn't make sense, right? Someone's uncertain of their abilities and Amazon immediately goes, what's your biggest project? I now understand why this man's making that Hey. None of that fact talking. Stop with the facts. No logic, only emotion. Alright, here we go. I don't know, maybe it's now in the correct place. Probably not. Okay, so we are doing a fishing trigger now, so that's progress. So let's see here, what is happening, why doesn't it animate? Did I say that I don't like animators? Because I mean it. Oh, it did, you saw that flash? You saw the flash? That was it. That was it. Alright, so we are good, guys. We are good. There's just a lot wrong with it. So the exit time, we're taking it away for test purposes, and let's see what it is now. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! So he was stabbing the ground, but hell yeah! Alright. If you don't like animator, you're not beginner anymore. Alright, so the direction clearly doesn't work. And for some reason it doesn't want to fish anymore. What the fuck is going on? What? Jumped in, like, and just comes out like this is like when I lost my virginity. It was just boom, it was over. It's over, man. All right. I don't fucking get it. All right, let's so we are coming entry. No, I think we're coming from here to empty state. And this should be kind of like over really fast. And then we are taking the direction, which can be 1, 2, 3, and 0. And we don't have exit time. I put the exit time there. So it's just coming out like instantly. Why is it coming out instantly? Okay, now we're fishing again. And then it came out. So that was correct. So why did it work now? Does it matter like at what point on idle do I do it? If I do it like right out of the gate, it still works. What? Okay, so it's kind of like... So if I go to here, it's gonna work, right? Yeah. So that's how it's supposed to be. If I spam it, what happens when I spam it? You tell me, Sanalini. Biggest game was the Game Jam project, which about 8 teammates. I made all 3D models. Game Jam theme was copy but not steal, or something like that. I got kicked 4 days before Game Jam ended. The reason was toxic comms with another 3D artist. He was doing junk shit. It was 3 years ago and I didn't even touch this game. Game was about recreating paintings of famous painter but 3D. I'm sorry to hear that. Alright, so the direction thing definitely doesn't work. So if I'm facing like south and I fish, it's still gonna be... It's gonna be fishing west now. Okay, interesting. Okay, what if I fish on north? Still going west. So the direction, it's not how I want it to be. Alright. Why does the animation work and it didn't like previously? Hey, Blehman! Animation looking good in my opinion. It's not bad. It's not bad by any means. Sometimes the idle just gets stuck. I'm not sure why. What if we lower this to like really low timing? Alright. That's not bad. How's Azegi and Blehman doing on this beautiful Tuesday? Okay. So now we just gotta figure out what the hell do we do about the direction. So you can see from the animator the direction value is changing. So let's see if I press left, the direction is gonna be 3. And that's actually correct. If I press here, and when I press here, direction is gonna be to 2. But it's really struggling to do the right thing here. So is there something wrong with the so none of these have exit times. This has exit time. This has exit time. There's nothing different about this. This doesn't have exit time. Wait, what is this? Okay, so this is the problem. I found it. So we had one extra from empty state. I'm gonna get rid of that. So now we probably... I think we're good now. Let's try it. Okay, so yeah, now you're doing the south one. So the direction was 0. Why is the direction 0? Compare position of character at the fishing spot and set animation state based on that. Yeah. You're right. You are right. I just need to be mindful about where do we start, like where do we... Okay. So it's getting there. It's getting there, guys. We just gotta be... We gotta be thinking. So this is basically when we send the information. And I think we do send, yeah, we do send the network object here. So I think we came here, handle harvesting request. We are sending the player network object like so. So what does this mean? So this means that we have the information of the player's position, but we don't have information about the fishing pole's position. Yeah. Yeah, so we don't actually have that information. And if we want to do that calculation that Isazeji was talking about, we gotta have that information. So now I'm wondering. So when I actually do, let's go one step back. So on the fishing pole, this is the RPC call. The thing about RPC calls is that you don't really want to have a lot of data going in. But as you can see, we're already sending the network object and we're sending the fishing pool level. So I suppose we can do one more. All right. So I think we can do here. What we can do here is we can set the direction here, which is gonna do a 360. Can you check last click position? What do you mean? I'm doing great, says Darth Blehman. Was working on the fun stuff yesterday, my space simulator, and today I gotta focus on my business, applying a local incubator for mobile game development. Need to make a mock-up of a match 3 or match 2 games with a twist. Nice, sounds fun. Sounds awesome. Let's go. All right, so what we're gonna do here is I think we are going to do. We're gonna go even one step back here. Try to fish. We're gonna calculate the direction here. Let's calculate what the direction value for the fishing should be. So let's do like var direction. I suppose we could. I think we could like bypass the RPC by sending it straight to the sent to the base controller, but. Is it important that the animation will be synced? I don't think like in World of Warcraft you would not see exactly where the other player's fishing direction is. Not exactly. That's true. It's true, yeah. So that's definitely valid. Like, do we have to network the animations? Yeah, I think we are. I think in the future, so I tried to implement it already, but in the future we are going to optimize the network animators so that the server only needs to know about the states, and it doesn't need to know about the animations nor the what happens in animations. So yeah, I think we're gonna simplify it in the future. I already tried it. It kind of worked, but it didn't exactly, so I roll back. But that's what we're gonna do. Koivu! 48 months! 4 years. Let's go, Koivu. Thank you so much. Very generous 48 months. Appreciate ya. How's Koivu doing? Have you been working hard? Alright, so the direction. I think we're gonna go even one step back. So I think what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna do like a int player facing direction. All right. So I think we're gonna go even one more step back, and we're gonna calculate it here. So here we have information about. Okay, so apparently I didn't do it. So here. We have the click position. So we have the hit point transform position. So we can just take a look at the direction where that is. I'm just trying to figure out what was the vector 3 distance. So I think it's not that one. I think it's is it vector 3 forward? What is it? What is the correct one? Is it vector 3 forward now? hit position. And I'm kind of like looking. I need the thing like I need the vector where the player to click position is. Calculate the vector from player to the fishing pole. Yeah. Vector 3 direction, fishing pole transfer position normalized. So I think it's that one. Yeah. Hit position minus player position. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Vec 3 distance. Okay, so I think this is the one. Vector 3 direction. So we're gonna use the direction here. And apparently it's... well, this is just a vector 3, so... what we need to still change this to the direction value. How have I handled it? So here basically... calculate character direction. So we're doing move vector, move direction. And then we are like alright, so is the move direction Z more than that? Okay, so this is a kind of a mess. This is a little bit of a mess. Move vector, yeah, so this is just checking the agent velocity. We can't really use this. I guess this is kind of like... this is the vector 3. Turn direction value. Could I use the same method to get it? Yeah. I'm thinking maybe I could utilize this. Maybe if I like input the move vector something. Let's try that. So input move vector and it's gonna be like can you null it? No. No. So maybe we can like default vector 3 and okay, so it did something. Input move. So if it's not default, then we're gonna do that. And maybe now we can... okay, so what the fuck happened? Like AI just wrote a bunch of shit here. Well, like on the... you can null if you use vector 3 if you need it. There are no standard conversions to type vector 3. Vector 3 input vector. So you can nullify it like that. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay, so I think what we can do now is if input vector is different than null, then we're gonna do that. Wait, what? Fucking AI is messing up with my brain. So if input vector is not null, agent velocity. I don't want to change the agent velocity. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, if it's null, no, this is supposed to be like here. Like, move vector is gonna be that if input vector is not null. If it's null, then we're gonna set the vector to what? AI is making my brain go fry. I'm putting it away. Okay, so if it's null, we are gonna do the what it had, you know? So what did we have previously? So move vector, yeah, so this is if this is null. Okay, so if input move vector is null, then we're gonna do this. So we need to, I think we gotta do the move vector though. We gotta like, this needs to be settled though. Vector, and then we can do this. we can do this, right? And then else. Do we need to do else? I'm not sure. Move vector is gonna be the input move vector. Cannot convert vector 3 to add explicit cast. Okay. Input vector dot value. I think you can you cast it like that? So this is a nullable value type. Examination of an instance of a nullable value type. If A is int value of A. Okay, so that's I haven't seen that before. That's a new one. Int nullable B is 10. If B has value, then we're gonna do the B value. Okay, so it should be actually like if input move vector has value, then we're gonna do this. Except that it's the opposite. So if it doesn't have value, then we're gonna do this, and else we're gonna do this. And I think now when we've done that, I think we can do like without the cast. Can we? No. Is it like value? Yeah, alright, so like Vatski said, yeah. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah. Okay, so that's interesting. So now we should be able to do the move vector normalized, right? Okay. That's cool. I've never seen that, but that seems quite useful. Calculate character direction. Direction value. So how do I input this now? Can I do like a null here? Yay! Can I input null? I guess I can. And I think that should now work. Now what we can do is we can in the player controller, we can actually access that direction value. So I don't think we need this anymore. I think we can just do the calculate character direction, and we are gonna send in. I think we still need the direction, this one though. Do we need to normalize it? Does it matter? Any idea if the normalizing matters? Isn't it gonna make it like normalize to get the direction, yeah. Next, this vector have a magnitude of 1. Vector keep the same direction, but its length is 1 and 1 0. I don't think it needs to be. Like I don't think the kind of like, so vectors are these points in like x and y axis. So you can have like a starting point A and starting point B on your vector. And I think this is just like making it smaller. Now it's length of 1. I think this is normalization. I think that's what it is, isn't it? Yeah. So we don't need that. I don't think we need the normalizing. So yeah, that should be it. So now we are sending it the direction value. It's basically calculated the same way. And then we are sending it over here. This is the player facing direction. And we're just gonna send it in over here. And this is gonna be now the vector 3 direction. I hope you can, I really hope you can serialize vector 3 in RPC context. Animation direction, and we're putting this in here. And we're gonna go ahead and put it. I don't think we need to put it there. I think we need to put it over here then. I think we went here and then we went here. I wonder if we should just like stop passing it really and just like store it. I think we should just store it here. Private int animation direction. And I think we should just get rid of this. I don't think we should. It probably doesn't make sense to pass it around. So whenever we come in, so I think this is the place where we come in, right? Yeah. So I think we can just set the animation direction into. So I should have had it here though. Holy shit! It's not vector 3 though, is it? It's just good habit to normalize direction vectors so you can safely use them, as it should only be direction vector then. Ah, so okay, interesting. Well, we can do that obviously. It doesn't change the vector. Normalized, so that's not how you do it. Is it like so? Alright. Apparently not. Int does not contain a definition. Okay, so that's already putting it. So do we need to like put it here then? No, this doesn't make any sense. I think you're outputting the int value, yeah. Yeah, so we're actually having only the int value, yeah, so I'm kind of like mixing two things up now. Very good stuff. I mean, good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so this is int, and we are sending in an int. Yeah, we can fix this, whatever, we can fix this, come on. And this is the direction where we are actually doing an int of direction. And now this is gonna be the input direction, alright? Alright. Direction vector should be normalized. You multiply it by speed or force. Ah, yeah, very good. Yeah, it's gonna have unnecessary values. Yeah, I can see that. Alright, so that's kind of like what I'm doing here, and now what we're gonna do here is gonna go into the whichever we lit. So this is what we did. We're gonna pass in the direction, animation, trigger, animation, what was it? What was it? Animation direction. Okay, so I have a bad feeling, guys. I have a bad feeling. No. What is the class this is using? No, they are protected abstract. That's probably, is that the thing? Abstract class. I don't know all the keywords here, but I'm guessing. So does it need to be? Yeah. So I think there's some sort of abstraction happening and it's not letting me do this. So I suppose we are gonna... Okay. You know what? Apparently I can't have the animation direction as a private variable class scoped. Can you fix that for me so that I can pass the direction value into player states and fishing trigger to network animator? Beep 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 beep. Yeah, so it's gonna pass it through hoops and loops. It's gonna pass it through every hoops and loops. Let's see if anyone has liked my blue sky or my Twitter post. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Blue sky is such a... Oh man, it's bad chirpy. Big fan. So 7 likes, 2 retweets. Crazy support, crazy success on Blue Sky. And if we take a look at Twitter, probably none whatsoever here. None over here. Hey, Yksi Oma, how's it going? Good day. Yeah, nothing here. So Twitter dead. Blue Sky, future. Very nice. In my honest opinion, AI has been very helpful in my daily life. It has helped me a lot getting a Linux server running and help a lot in the simple coding whenever needed to edit things that I have no full understanding. Yeah, it is crazy helpful. It's kind of like a thing that's you can like really get into it and kind of like start doing it on everyday coding, and it can dumb you down. And you can kind of like get in the stuck of kind of like using it. So if you implement a lot of features with AI, you're gonna have trouble. You're gonna have trouble like keeping up with the code that it writes, and you're gonna be like a foreigner in your own land. And that's kind of like the worst thing that can happen if you do like big projects with AI. So yeah, I would be mindful about it. I have kind of like seen the effect that I was talking about already. Like, this script is a good idea. This script is 100% AI. I didn't have time to code it, so I was just telling AI to do it. And now I feel a little bit like I'm watching someone else's code, you know. But yeah, I agree. It is very helpful if you know what you're doing. And I think the most important thing is that you want to be the host and not the, you don't want to be the slave, you know. You need to be the you need to be the employer, not the employee, for the AI. Let's see here. Good day, says Laretsky. How's it going? It has been one of those days when you don't get anything done because you are all over everything. Yeah. Does the AI comment the code it creates? Not automatically. I've been asking it to document, which is very helpful. So let's see here. So this now doesn't work because I haven't passed in that. So let's do an int animation direction, and then we're gonna pass this motherfucker in. So we're gonna send this handle animator trigger call. So this is yet another kind of like middleman. So what I think we could do here is, let's do another one. So this is gonna be actually like handle harvesting call. And then this is gonna be fishing trigger and the direction. And then we're gonna go over here, which doesn't exist because I am a dummy. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a new script, which is gonna be the public void handle. What was it? I forgot. Handle harvesting call. Handle harvesting call, and it's gonna take in a string of trigger string. Let's do like a, yeah, well, that's fine. And then do an int of animation trigger. And then we're gonna do some curly curlies. And then we're gonna do this. And this is gonna be handle harvesting trigger call with trigger string. What's this? Is animation direction. And now there's a couple things we could do here. I'm gonna just try to change the animator int. So let's see where this is actually used. Where are you handled? Handle animator trigger calls, stir change. This is the one. This is the one, boys. This is the one. Network animator set integer. I think we could have a method for this, probably. We could have a method for that, probably, but let's do this. So I'm gonna set the trigger integer into the animation direction. And let's do another one of these. So animation direction we got through hoops and loops. Here we go. Set integer direction, animation direction, trigger string. Very good. Now this gets called from player state. And this gets called from harvesting manager. There's two apparently. Hello, what is this other one? What is this other one though? I don't know. Let's get rid of this shit. It's probably some mining related stuff. Alright. Let's see what you guys wrote. Press GD, 100% agree. I tried vibe coding. I have 10 plus experience in Unity and I felt so confused. It was really bad. Too long, didn't read. Only use AI for small parts of code, not entire scripts. Yeah. I've reduced a lot of AI usage in my code as I think I'm losing touch with coding and do stupid mistakes. I agree. Like I'm kind of like feeling that as well. You kind of like start taking the easy way out, and instead of thinking and doing the trial and error, you're kind of like just accepting the mediocre code that might not be fully what you wanted. I think it's what I've noticed. Don't shut the server without warning. A man's grinding. Legend is here. Matt Sharp has been absolute beast with the game. Are you? Where are you at in the progress right now? Okay, so let's give it another go. So I tried fixing it. Did we succeed? We'll see. We'll see. We can talk more about the AI in just a bit. I want to see if this is it. Alright, so we're trying to fish. Here's the pond, here's the pool. Hey, would you look at that? Would you look at that? We're getting a cloud error. That's new. Alright, so it turns out the animation is a little slow. As you can see, the fish kind of like lands in before you're done, if you got a fish. And the transition is a little ugly. Transition is a little ugly, but hey, it works, guys. It works. Good stuff, everybody. Good work. Take a 5. So when are you gonna implement OpenAI NPC character I can ARP with? Yeah, I think Matt Chirp is taking the cloud down this time. So if I'm doing this, it's looking silly. So we definitely need to take a look at that. So let's talk about the timing. So the fish drops. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. I think it varies like when from the idle cycle I am starting the fishing. It's not bad. Full green equipment except for amulet grinding some birdies for Samba. Let's go, dude. It's not bad. I'm actually pretty happy about that. So could not. Cloud save service is currently unavailable. Wow. Wow. Unity. Wow. Get your act together. Wow. All right. So there's the exit animation or the exit time that's kind of like off. But other than that, I think the code part was actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Alright, let's take a look at the animator. So here's where we are going into the fishing state. We have exit time, it's 0.1, but it feels... It feels... How... Are you guys like master of animators? Like, how do I do a smooth blend without it taking like ages? Like what kind of like values are we looking at? Right now I have like 0.1 on exit time, fixed duration, 0.1 on transition duration. And it feels like it's a little harsh. Like I would like it to blend a little better. It's finishing the previous animation first. What's the exit time on your idle animation? So this is the idle animation. I don't know, like, how do you know that? Isn't it these kind of like transition values? Oh wait, maybe I'm dumb. Fixed duration. Transition duration is independent of a state length. Transition duration. Transition duration in seconds. Transition has a fixed exit time. Probably if you make this longer, it would make it smoother. No, it's actually probably the transition duration that makes it smoother. All right, let's see how that is. Yeah. Let's see how that is. I think it's the transition duration that makes it more smooth. It kind of like gives it a little bit more time to blend. I think the exit time necessarily doesn't. I think the exit time is kind of like how long does it wait until it starts or like exits the existing animation or the previous animation. So I think what we kind of like should do here is we should kind of like flip the idle. Because it's kind of awkward when it's flipping back. This way looks more smooth. So yeah, if we look at the animator that's playing, so it's idling, and then it like instantly goes into the fishing west. Maybe it's because of the empty state that it kind of like does that. because I haven't like an empty state in the middle of the in the state machine here, and it doesn't have like any animation whatsoever. So I think that's why we're kind of like getting that hard cuts. So I wonder if I could, if there's like another way to handle this. So how I've done this is with this empty state. So we're basically like doing a trigger to go into the state machine, and then we are doing another one with the direction value. Yeah, it's finishing the idle animation before transitioning, it looks like. True, let's see again. So I'm starting when the animation started. So yeah, it is, you are right. It is finishing it. So how do I make it stop that? So if we don't have an exit time, but we have a transition duration, what happens? Hey, that's better. It started instantly. But it's still kind of snappy. It's kind of snappy. Does this matter at all if I make this bigger? Probably not, because it's an empty state. No. So this is only blending to the empty state. Yeah, alright. So what I'm thinking is that just the state machine, how it's kind of like played out, it's not sophisticated enough. Change the blend time from empty to fishing. Change the blend time from empty to fishing. Wait, what? In the empty state to fishing. How do I change that? Click on the arrow between empty state and fishing. Empty state and fishing. Ah, you mean in the fishing state? This one. So we have all these different directions. So here we basically have transition duration 0. So that's probably it, right? So if these were longer, would it make it better? Yeah. So what if this was actually like 0.2? Yeah, let's try that. All right. Any change? Okay, let's see here. Did we do the thing? No. I think it's because of the empty state doesn't have any like motion on it. Okay, so what I'm actually thinking, I think Brogox did this. Brogox, if you're here, let me know. So what I think we could actually do here is that instead of having this fourfold field, what we could do is change the motion. So basically we would only have one state here, and we would go there with the trigger, and then based on the direction value we would change the motion. I have no idea how that's gonna look like networked, if it's gonna work at all. But I think we could kind of like make this simple. I kind of want to try that. So basically, instead of this, I'm gonna commit this so we can come back to if we need to. started implementing fishing animation logic to different directions. It works, but it's quite snappy. Oh my god, the light is coming. There's lights. Close the curtains. Be gone, lights. Alright, so now we got a kind of like a checkpoint to come back to. So I'm thinking, what if we... Alright, so here we can kind of like... So what if instead of this we're gonna change the... We're just gonna go ahead and change the motion. By the way, did we save the animator? Because sometimes it doesn't save it. Ooh, almost fucked up. Animator got left out from previous commit. I think you don't usually need exit time when working with 2D animations. That's not what I asked. I was asking like, didn't you do some sort of animator system where you were changing the motion on runtime? Because that's what I'm thinking of doing. So what if I got rid of this? What if I got rid of this? Maybe only if animation must play to end before transition. So we're gonna do this now. Actually, let's try this. So, fishing animation. All right, and I'm gonna set something here by default. It's gonna be fishing east. All right, and the transition is gonna be. We can fix the duration. That's fine. We can try it out, and we're gonna come out. No problem. No problem. Macchiato, espresso macchiato. Okay, we're gonna go there. And now, when we are doing the trigger, so when we are coming over here, instead of this, we are going to be changing the motion. We're gonna be changing the motion. Let's see here. What could we use? What could we use? Could we upload them somewhere so that we don't need a reference? I don't think we have a place for them, so we're gonna be putting them here. So let's try this. Serialize field. Private. Is it motion? Fishing west. And then we're gonna go ahead and do this 4 times. This is fishing north. Fishing east. Fishing south. All right. All right, I think that's correct. VS Code thinks that's not, but it is. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Private motion, fishing north, east, west, south. Yeah. And now what we're gonna do, instead of the direction, we're gonna do a switch. Let's do a switch case statement on the animation direction. Can't you do an int? Is that what it's trying to say? Can you do like 0 like this? Yeah, you can. All right, so if it's 0, let's do a little bit of let's see what the numbers are. So north is 1, south is 0. So if 0, we're going south. So let's do like motion fishing motion. All right. And then we're gonna go like fishing motion equals south, fishing south. And then in case 1, we're gonna do this again. And this is gonna be north. And then we're gonna do this again. Case 2. And this is gonna be, which is 2? 2 is east. Okay. East. And then one more time. Case 3, and this is gonna be west. All right. Okay, so now we should have, based on the animated direction, we're gonna have the right no default. Nah, I have trust in my system. So we're gonna do the fishing motion now. And I am just gonna like, how do I reference it though? How do I reference? How do I? Referencing animation states. Is it states? Can you reference manual animation states? Can you? Can you reference to it? States are the basic building blocks, blah blah blah. So this doesn't really. There's the motion. So animator states. Animator get component animator play state name. Yeah, I could do that. That's true. State machine reference the scene referencing animator state machine behavior. I'm wondering just, can I do this? I'm probably a little bit lost. Get spool slot 1. That's animator state manager. Animator state machine reference. Is there a way to do that? Gets all states. Animator state machine. You basically have to write your own enum. Animator get next animator clip info. Number of non-empty states. Post any software there, Discord. So animator, get component, change states, player states, idle. Current state, new state, animator, play, new state to string. Wait, so in animator you have change state, so there's a player state. So the player state, which is ironic because we are using that as well. So is that the reference to the... No, it's an enum. Wait, what? No, that's not it. No, so this is still not it. So I'm trying to change like Unity, can you changing animation motion in script. This is what I'm trying to do. Change motion of the animator state. This is exactly what I'm trying to do. So can you do that? You need to create an animation override controller and set it to this controller. Also set up your animator to the override controller instead. If you don't need to do this on runtime, you can assign animations there. Otherwise, do as in manual. Animator override controller. Yeah, it is. I'm just so here basically there is an animator override controller and it's creating a new instance of it. It's feeding the existing one. Animator runtime, and then it's basically doing that. And then we are changing some shot clip with the new animator controller. Public animation clip this, get return blah blah blah, index this new key value pair, animation clip value. So that's not as simple as I would have loved it to be. So is it really the case that you can't change the freaking motion on runtime? Is that a like really? Matt Chirpy, take care, man. Oh man, so this is annoying when you're kind of like stuck in this, wondering how and why. You need to override based on the name of the animation clip used by the fire state, not by the name of the state itself. So you need to override the based on the clip. To have animation clip from somewhere. Then you'll have to cast down runtime animated control to animated controller, which is only available in the editor. Controller, runtime animated controller. Okay, so this is not good. This is so not good. Alright, so yeah. Okay. Alright, so this is not what I want to do. So I am now... I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the last thing that's... that I had in my mind. So basically... discard these. And... what I'm gonna do instead... is I'm gonna go back to this view and we're gonna have... I'm gonna try to get rid of this empty state. And we're gonna have 4 transitions instead. I think that's what we gotta do. So I'm getting rid of this empty state. Let's see how this ends up going. So here we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and have 4 transitions from entry. So let's put this into the middle. And like so. And we're gonna do... basically... we can have 4... Can you do 4? Yeah. Let's take that away. Like so. And now these transitions, they are gonna be having the direction value within them. Let's see how that works. So we're gonna do the direction and equals. Now west I think was 3. And we're gonna have the fishing trigger. And then we're gonna do the north. So north is gonna have a fishing trigger, but it's also going to have the direction to 0, I think it was, or was it 1? I think it was 1. And then this one. Is this the right one? Animator default, yeah, it's this one. So if we have fishing trigger and direction to 0 equals, and lastly this one. I have no idea if this works. We're gonna try. I think this is 2. So east 2, west 3, right? Okay, so we couldn't figure it out from there. Let's take a look at the walk. Oh shit. Oh shit. Did I just fuck up this? Oh shit. I just override the wrong shit. My bad. Let's roll back. Let's roll back, ladies and gentlemen. I am fucking everything up right now. Okay, so let's focus for a second. So, south was 0, north 1, yes, west 3, yeah, right. Okay, so I just fucked up the wrong thing. So I was supposed to do this. Iltapäivä Mintsi, pitkästä aikaa mitä kuuluu. Alright, let's try this again. So I'm removing that. And then we're gonna do these. Hakisko pizzaa? No, eihän se huono idea ole. Onko teillä hyviä pizzerioita siellä? North transition. Let's do fishing trigger direction equals, I think it was 1. South fishing trigger direction 0. Tähän opsista kaunista ei ole enää kuin joku 400 sivua kaunisteltavaa. Mitä helvettiä, sulla on ihan älytön työmäärä. Fishing trigger, direction 3. Kotipitsasta tulee kyllä paha mieli. En suosittele. Jos ei ole mitään muuta, niin sit ymmärrän, mutta Alright, so did we do this now? So I think now with the shits, so we have the fishing vests and whatnots. So these are now all entry. I don't know, is the entry right? Shit, maybe it should have been the up base layer. Entry, so we have now 4 from entry. So we want to do 4. Yeah, okay, so I think I should have done here, shouldn't I? I think I need to do it here, right? Fuck yeah, I do. Alright, so this is now fishing trigger direction equals 1. This is to the north. Then we do another one. This is to the south. This is fishing trigger. I hate this. Direction 0. Then we go into east. Fishing trigger. Direction 2. And finally west. Alright, are we done now? I wanna get trying. I wanna test it out. Direction equals 3. Now inside here we have a mess, so I'm just gonna get rid of these. We have a beautiful thing happening here. So now it's gonna be this up base layer that handles this. And we have exit time. Let's take the exit times away and instead we're gonna do the fixed duration, which is gonna be 0.25. Alright, so does this work? I don't think this should have exit times either. We're just gonna like transition as we did. Okay, so these need an exit time. These actually need an exit time. Eilen ja tänään taikonut 700 sivua, niin kai tuon loppukin menee. 1980-luvun opsio oli kokonaisuuden 100 sivua, nykyisin on melkein sen verran sisällysluettavaa. Mitä helvettiä? Sitten ihmetellään, kun opettajat on loppuun palaneet. Alright, so did we succeed? I have no idea. Very unlikely. Very unlikely indeed. But we are gonna give it a go, boys. We are gonna give it a go. Here we go. I think I might have succeeded. Maybe not. So now we're doing the direction, and we're doing the trigger. I don't know if it matters which order we do it in. I hope it doesn't. Alright, let's see here. If we fish. That was smooth, baby! Yeah! Alright, what about west? Hell yeah! Look at that, boys! Hell yeah! Hell to the yeah! Do we even need this shit anymore? Like, do we need this? I don't know. Probably not. That's beautiful, boys. It blends. Yeah, the 360 is kind of funny, yeah. So the way to kind of like fix this would be to let him be kind of like mirrored. But this is actually like really good. So I'm kind of like thinking, okay, so should we do something similar for the movement as well? But it doesn't really matter. Like the snappiness doesn't matter for the movement because we're changing the sprites. And we want it to be snappy. But for the fishing, this is actually really good. But instead of that, this kind of like idle thing is a little awkward. Make a happy jump animation every time you get a fish. Hell yeah, we did it, boys. I was starting to feel a little frustrated, but there it is. That's actually super good. I don't know if we're gonna hold on to the icon on top of your head. Maybe. But that's a question for some other time. Fishing now works very nicely. There's an issue though concerning the idle animation, which is not being flipped. Make the icon smaller. We can do like all of those stuff. We just gotta like I'm kind of like considering like, do we even need it anymore? Because well, you can now see that someone is fishing. All right, so we did that. Awesome, fucking awesome. So let's talk about the north and the south fishing now. So next up, go into player again. And here we have the player. If we go under the animator, we should see things get animated. Alright, so let's go into the animation layout. So we can now find the fishing and the mining over here. So here we are fishing, for example. Boom. So that's how we fish. So now what I'm thinking is that let's try to do this Paper Mario thing where we kind of like pivot it. And we haven't done this before, so this is gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna copy the east animation. We're gonna create a new one. This is gonna be a fishing south. So arts, animations, player animations. So a fishing south. Wainamoinen 1. So this is gonna be my scuffed way of doing this, alright? So we're starting off with this one. But I'm just gonna see how it is, so bear with me. So I'm putting record on, and I am going to be rotating this parent. So normally, obviously, when we are rotating paper, it becomes kind of silly. But I think to some extent it might work. So let's see if we rotate this. So I think if we are going like minus degrees, we're kind of like pivoting. And I think we can pull off something like 45 degrees. Let's see how that is. I think that still is passable. What if we put it even more? So if we put something like 60 degrees. I think even that works. Okay, so now it seems to be it's varying for some reason. So it starts from 50, so let's put it to 60. I think it's passable. Let's try that. So I'm happy about that. And then if we're gonna do another one, so it's gonna be the north facing. So let's take like the west one as this one's gonna be our starting point. And we're gonna do a new clip. This is a fishing north animation. And here we go. Putting this is our starting point. And I think we can just record and rotate this 60 degrees. Yeah. So we're gonna try this out. Does it change it? No. While we're doing animation, can we get some block type animation when you are getting hit by an opponent? Block type animation, so you're meaning like it would kind of like try to kind of like deflect. Interesting. Why not? All right, let's try that. And I'm just gonna exit here. Let's go back to the basics. And in the animator that we just should have used there, that I forgot, we're gonna go back. And let's get rid of all of these. We don't need them. So now in the fishing, we are gonna have the fish north is gonna be fishing north. Fishing south is gonna be fishing south. Alright, let's see how it is, boys. Alright, I am really excited to show this now. Any small reaction will do, if not animation, then just shake effect or something. Yeah, I'm kind of like thinking maybe we would add some sort of like visual feedback of when, like, how hard you are hit or something. I'm not gonna do any screen shakes or anything like that, but I am open to that. Alright, so first, east fishing, very nice. South fishing. Alright, so it's actually, it looks like it's not working though. Did I name these wrong? I think I named these wrong. Yeah, so these are like the other way around, aren't they? No, wait, this is actually correct. So this one is actually poking to where it's kind of like supposed to. But the other one isn't. So I think I got this wrong. So the north one is fishing north, fishing south. Yeah, Waka, I do agree. So this didn't turn out to be right. Let's try that again. Animation layout. So the north one, what's wrong with the north one? No, it's this. What? What? I'm confused. Let's add something to his hand. So this is correct. Fishing south. This is fishing south, yes. Fishing north. What am I missing now? So fishing north is fishing north. Fishing south. So do I have the directions wrong? 0 and 1? No, I think that's right. So when you're fishing south, it felt like this was wrong, right? Like this felt like it was wrong. So I'm a little confused. Yeah, Isazeji, I hear you. Definitely we could do something for that. We just need to like kind of like figure out what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna implement it. These kind of like upcoming weeks are gonna be just about the polish, what you guys are talking about. So we're gonna be implementing the features you want to see and what was kind of like missing in the game. So a lot of animations. I think we're gonna do effects. Yep. Okay, so I need to take a look at it again because I think there was something wrong, but it was really hard to say what was it. All right, so here's the animator now. So when I'm fishing south, so what? Oh, it's because of the scale, isn't it? It's because of the scale. So wait. Oh yeah, because it's -1 on the X. Is it that? So it flips it around. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. So basically we gotta change the X flip. I think that's what's happening. So on the north, no, south fishing, north fishing, south fishing. This was getting flipped on X-axis. So can I just put this on 1 and then it's gonna be fine? Now it's gonna be turning around. Alright, I think that's better. Here we go again. Maybe subtle turn and arm in air. Yep, that makes sense. All right, let's try this again. Are we still facing the wrong direction? Okay, so it's now better. Very good. Alright, so I think I'm happy with this. It's pretty good. Like the biggest issue is now this flip on the idle. That's literally the biggest issue. Literally the biggest issue right now. So I think that's pretty cool. Let's go with that. Created a funny looking fishing north and south animations where the character rotates a bit to create the effect. All right, I'm really happy about that. So now we can move on to the mining, and it should be a lot more straightforward now that we have figured it out. Let me just take a little break, all right? So be right back a few minutes. Should I do some more coffee? I have 2 hours of time. I think we could take a little bit of a coffee break. I'm gonna let you guys watch my old VOD for a little while, so I can take a 5, all right? And I need to pee. I need to pee real bad. Let's do a video, and I'm gonna show you the closed beta testing that we kind of like. I think we actually watched this yesterday as well, so you can continue from the same clip. Be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not heating up food though. Be right back. Getting coffee. Board of play test is running. Be right back, boys. DJ, get in here. Get in here, dude. Get in here, dude. It's more secure just being long rather than putting these fucking symbols in. Yeah, I think the requirements are 8 letters. Kind of like it needs to be 8 long at least. And then it requires like a number and a special letter and a big letter and, you know. Wait, where do I download the game? Yeah, you need to come into Discord and I'm gonna give you a role and then you can download it. So let's put... my face is overlit again. How can it be like overlit half of the time? Server is up and running. Exposo is here. Oh my god, I can't believe the freaking... I'm already kind of like thinking like why what went wrong? What went wrong? Yeah, I don't mind. It is what it is, boys. So yeah, we're gonna patch it out, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna require a server boot. Like I think we need to fix the server side as well. So there's something wrong with how the kind of like the dual request is played. It doesn't care if yeah, I think I realized what's the matter with it. It doesn't really care like who is the one who accepted it. Yeah. I put myself in the Desert Eagle voice channel for the role. DJ. Let's see here. Alright, you should now have the role. Hey, somebody dropped me black ore. Let's go. Imagine you're in a room full of people who are all into guns and you put the craziest gun on the table fully loaded and say, please don't shoot. I know, it's not optimal, but like we're just here kind of like having a good time. This is closed beta testing. It's not like this is open yet for everyone. So yeah. So we could put the stuff in here. And so what do we need over dedicated? No, you. The networking looks pretty good. Like I'm actually really proud of it. By the way, here's the supporter role statue if you guys want to see how it is. Okay, so we can just attack each other. What? What? That's not even a duel. That's just like plain attacking. Okay, so PvP works here. What the fuck? You can fight without being in the wilderness. I'm gonna take .many with me. Yeah. I'm gonna kill you. No, I'm not. Yeah, it says there's no honor right now. I don't know what is up with the wilderness check, but it's not working out. There's something wrong with it. Yeah. Carrie is here. Good day. So the game is kind of like there's no safe zones, which I suppose is kind of a feature, but it's not how I meant it to be. It's not how I meant it to be. Ooh, that was a first lag spike I experienced. How's Carrie doing? We are doing closed beta testing here. What is your goal? The closed beta is for getting these kind of major bugs fixed. So we already found like 2 major bugs. One of them was that you can fight anywhere. So we're not like we're not checking if we're in wilderness or Manala. And the other one was that you can abuse the duel system. I'm not sure if it was actually like if it was actually more of abusing the dueling. I think it's more like the PvP just doesn't check if we are in wilderness or something. Give me the roll. Hey, let's go, Carrie. Can you come Can you come and say hi on some channel so I can see I can find you better? When you enter into a house, you can walk straight through it. Ah, okay. Is it all houses or is it just one house? Is it all houses? Yeah, in town you can just fight, no duel required. Oh, so you can't fight in here, can you? Testing now. Yeah, if you have bugs, let me know in chat in Twitch, or you can type it in the supporter early bird place. All right, Gary, I gave you the role. You should see the channel now. Let's see what the stats are saying. So right now, we are running on 60% CPU. We have network traffic of roughly like 150 kilobytes per second. Let's see how many players we have logged in. So we currently have 7 players. Guys, we are officially a bigger game than Conrad. Smithing and salvaging. All right, so I'm thinking maybe it's a surface thing. We got a sword. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Yeah. The freaking Wild West is not intended. I don't want people to be afraid of their loot. Kind of like outside wilderness. My berries. Yoink, Exposo. Yoink. All right. So I think we should be. So we have 2 bloods. How many do we need for? How many do we need for robe? So we need 5. So can we just walk like straight through? I can't at least. I can't at least. So we need some bloods. Let's see if we can pull this off. Okay, I'm gonna do the good old switcheroo here. Hey, there it is. There it is, boys. All right, I'm back. Me. Oh shit, dude, you're gonna get wrecked. Hey, who this? Ame, who you? Hey, we back, boys. We back, boys. Welcome back. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's get rid of this stuff. Quick F5 on if people have liked my post. Any likes? Any likes? Any dislikes? I guess not. Pretty good. Still pretty good. Alright, I got some coffee. I ate a couple of hapakorppu. Things are looking good for the boy. Okay, so same thing for the mining. I think it's gonna be like 90% the same. %90 the same thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and copy the fishing state machine. It's gonna be called... Hello? No, there. Mining state machine. We're gonna do a mining state machine, and we're gonna change all these. This is gonna be mine north, and mine west, and so forth. Now we know what we're doing, so this shouldn't take too long. That's the thing about figuring out, like it feels... Oh, sorry, my desktop is way too loud. Sorry about that. Alright. Sorry about that. So basically, now we know what we're doing, so this shouldn't take nearly as long. So we can just, I think, can we copy paste these? Like, it would be really nice if we could copy paste the transitions. But you can't. Gotta write them again. Alright. So we're just gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna go into south. Mine south. This is gonna be, so we need a new trigger. This is gonna be mining trigger. We are gonna call mining trigger and a direction. And we're going south, so this is gonna be equal to 0. Then we're gonna go into north. The north is gonna have the same thing, so mining trigger plus direction 1, I think it was. But hey, how's Ice Age doing? Did you get the renovations done? Then we're gonna do the east. We're gonna do mining trigger, and then we're gonna do direction equals 2. And finally, mine west is going to be mining trigger plus direction equals 3. Now let's take a look at the what we had here is that we had no exit times. We had fixed duration of 0.25, and that was pretty smooth. So let's do that. So no exit time, 0.25. That's what we're doing. We're going in, and then we're going out, and the outs have exit time. That should basically be it. Like, animator should be now kind of like set, except that we don't have the actual clips in place. So I think before we're gonna do those, I think we are gonna do the actual animations. So I think what we actually did last time was passable. So we're gonna go into here and take our mining. So we have mining. So they are actually not in here because they are not attached. So I think what we gotta do is we gotta put them over here. So mining east. Now this is the mining west. Fuck. Mining west, and then this is mining east. And I think now we have references, right? So now we can pick it up from here. Yes, we can check how it looks like. So this is mining east. Very good. So I'm gonna use this as the basis. And this is actually the flipped one. So I think what we should do here is try to prevent from using the flipped ones. I think that's what we should do. So let's actually take the west one. So this is not gonna be flipped. So let's take this copy. We're gonna create a new one. So it's gonna be a mining, arts, animations, player, a fishing. Let's do like south first. Not fishing, mining, south, and 1. All right. So we're mining south first. And how we're gonna do this is I'm just simply going to rotate the guy 60 degrees. And that should be it. Yeah. That's it. And then we're gonna create a new clip. A mining north. And we're gonna rotate this bad boy -60. I think we could change the maybe consider changing one of the fishing animations to not be using the flipped one as well. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. Let's see how it is. Yeah. Yep. You could rotate it even more, but it's probably gonna become very hard to see what he's doing. Like if he was 70 degrees, I don't know. It might work better, might not. I'm gonna keep that kind of like under advisement. All right, let's try it with that. I'm gonna save this under animator. I'm gonna put these mining now. So mining. This is the south one. This is the north one. This is the west. And lastly, now this is the east. This is the west. So those were actually already in place. So east, no, okay, so for some reason I'm really having trouble like putting north and south into right places. Alright, that's it. That's it, boys. Okay. Holy shit, it's bright. Like, I put the curtains on and it's still blasting me with million light beams. If I put this light away, it starts to feel ugly, so one second. Alright, that's better. You can see the color of my skin again. Alright, so that should basically work. So we have fishing and we have mining state machine. Now, obviously, we got to handle the same thing that we did. So I'm gonna be commenting these out. I don't think we need them. And basically, we start the journey from same place. I'm gonna do this as well. So when we are mining, we're gonna do the same calculation over here. So try to mine. Here we're gonna be putting the calculate direction over here, and this is gonna be the mining mineral transform position. Are we missing one? Yeah, we're missing one. Alright, then we need to go over here and we need to input the int kind of like the character direction. Still got the BRB. Thank you. Very helpful that somebody is awake. Alright, so here we're coming with that and we're gonna be sending it over here. In direction, and then we're sending it over here. Animation direction. We're changing the variable name every time we pass it on to make things interesting. 7 days, 14 hours. Wait, 7 days is like 150 hours. Nice. That's pretty decent. I think I've streamed... can you do follow H? So in 5 months, in roughly 6 months, let's say that I've streamed 5 days a week for 6 months, so it's 4 weeks a month. 4 times 6, 24 days a month. That times, like, let's do 5 months. We're talking about roughly 125 days worth of streaming. No, hours of streaming. I lost myself on the math again. Oh my god, almost a half a year. Feels like yesterday I got addicted. Yeah, as I said, it feels like you've been here for a long time already. You've been a lot of help, dude. A lot of help you've been. All right, so let's see if the AI is getting this done. Trying to implement my little passing of variable. All right, are you done? All right, there's no null errors at least. Animation direction is getting passed on, so I'm hoping it'll work now. And then we need the player state, so we're gonna be adding yet another one of these. This is gonna be the send mining trigger. Send mining trigger on player state. I don't think we need this anymore. Mining trigger. I don't necessarily need 3 of these methods, but it's just to kind of like streamline it, reducing errors at this point. Alright, so we're sending a mining trigger now, and this shouldn't care about what the thing is, and that should work. Average 1.5 hours a day. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's go. I'm a little bit interested. Okay, now we got one notification. Let's go. As a Twitch tracker. So if we take a look at my software and game development hours, I've done software and game development overall 511 hours. And you've been here 7 days, 7 times 24 plus 14. So you've been here 182 hours. If we divide this by 511, you have been here for more than a third of it. You have been here for more than a third of it. Vatski, what's your hours? 12 days. Vatski's been here for more. So Vatski's got, let's round it up to 13 days. 13 times 24. Divided by 511. Vatski's been here for more than half of my game dev streams. That's pretty nuts, dude. That's pretty nuts. Vatski's seen it all. And he went to Japan for like 2 weeks. Ilovski's been watching for almost, well, more than 1 month. But Ilovski's been here for years and years, so can't do the same maths. Can't do the same maths there. Alright, we got a null ref. Handle mining request. Player's network, mineral level, animation direction on harvest complete. Network object, the mining mineral level, direction, success. There's nothing wrong with that now, is there? Here we are setting the last. It's 0 by default. So wait, did I just forget to save? Maybe that was it. Dedicated followers. Yeah, you like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I've always, like, I felt like I've been this streamer who have had like very tight community. It's never been like crazy big. Yeah, exactly. As I said, it's pretty nuts, dude. Bro, we can actually, I think we can do the same calculation with Progox, because Progox came here when I started game deving. 15 days, 11 hours, so 15 times 24 plus 11 divided by 511. Brogox has been here the most. Holy shit. Over 70% of my game dev stream hours. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Alright. Let's see how the mining is. I'm thinking, like, am I forgetting about something? That's nuts. So Brogox is here every day. What a legend. But yeah, I think it's always been... Oh, so that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, we went full Paper Mario. So it turned out I rotated the actual guy, which makes me wonder if I actually did the animations right. Did I do the animations right? Let's see here. So mining west, that's normal. Mining south, good enough. Mining north. Okay, so mining north, it went wrong. Okay, so it's nice that we checked it out because I fucked it up. So this is supposed to be 60 degrees, I think. Alright. And east, yeah. Player has got a lot thinner since last time, yeah. Let's take a look at the fishing real quick. So I think with the fishing, I think we used some of these flipped ones. So this was the unflipped one, very good. And then the south one. Here we used the flipped one. I think what we could do here, well, actually we didn't. Never mind. We have this on a regular one. So yeah, I think this is fine. Let's go. Let's go and test it out. Let's go and test it out again. All right. Do we have a pickaxe? Do we have a pickaxe? We do. Very good. All right. Does it work, boys? Let's try. So if I'm here. Excuse me. Hello? Mister, you're forgetting something. Your luggage is here. And the fucking what? Like everything's broken. Everything's broken. What? So we're not even trying, is that it? Oh, I see. We don't have a. We don't have an exit possibility. Why aren't we exiting properly? Do these need to be... Huh. Huh. Okay, do we now exit properly? I don't know. But we sure as hell ain't mining. Your entry is going straight to north. It's true, but I don't think that's the problem. It's doing the same thing here. So fishing trigger direction equals blah blah blah. So I'm guessing my mining trigger things, they aren't ever being called. I think these are very similar, so there's nothing really happening differently. Did I typo the mining trigger? Mining trigger. Mining trigger. Player state. Mining trigger. There's no reference to this method. What the hell? What the hell, dude? There's no reference. Send mining trigger. What did the AI do? Oh, it actually told me. It told me that to complete the feature you need to implement the method. Oh man. I should have read what the AI said to me. So there it is. It left its on like, what a nice guy. Like it left it like commented out. So you need to do this. Okay, so do I need both of these? Like harvest call routine. So I don't know if I need both of them, but there it is. Okay, now it's gonna work. Now it's gonna work. What a nice AI guy. Except that it didn't work. Send mining trigger to network animator. Wasn't that exactly the name? Send mining trigger to network animator. Animation to... no, wait, what? What's the problem? What? Does not contain... Wait. What? Player state. Send mining trigger to network animator. What seems to be the problem, officer? Send mining. There's even... You can see the references here. Okay, it was just another saving issue. Is there a VS Code keybind to save all files? Because that would be really helpful. That would be like really helpful. Yeah, me and Brogax got laid off from the same company. Same as Dotmany. We all are part of the same poor people. Alright, here we go. Boom. Hey, there it is. There it is. Okay, so that's a little off. And for some reason the minerals aren't updating, but I think it's self-host issue. Yeah, so we're gonna add some particle. Going to entertain my wife. Oh, nice one. Have fun, dude. So I think there's something wrong with this animation again. It's probably the very same issue we had before. So when we are going into south, it's not actually... It's the wrong way around, yeah. So the north one is actually... Yeah, so the north one is correct, the south one is not. The problem with the south one is that... we gotta flip, we gotta do the flippity flip. We gotta flippity flop, floppity flip. So let's go back to the player one more time. Over here. And then we're doing the south, I think it was. And this one. So what we gotta do is we gotta flippity flip, flippity flop. So we can't see shit. This is not it. This is not it. Mining south. Alright, so seemed like this was working, but it wasn't. Wait, what was it? I forgot. So I think I was supposed to hit south and it wasn't. Like, why? Why didn't it hit south? Like, this seems to be fine. If I change this to -60, does it matter? Does it matter? I don't see any difference whatsoever. Huh. Well, let's try the -60. My brain can't comprehend what changed. It's really hard to say, like, see death in paper. All right. Let's see if I got it right. Here we go. South. That's not south. Let's do south. Yes, that's more like it. All right, good stuff. So now the only thing kind of like left unpolished on this one, well, obviously we could add particle effects, we could add sounds, we could add like, well, we could add like a whole bunch of stuff. But the problem is that they get flipped and then they flip back. I think it's, and in these cases it kind of like looks off as well. So I think like in order to make this like real good, we would actually need like, I don't know, like eight different like animations. We would need like, you know, the kind of like all of the you know, compass directions. So we would need like the basic ones, the main ones, north, east, west, south, and we would need the kind of like the middle directions as well. And then we kind of like have the problem of the maybe I'll get rid of that one. Maybe I'll get rid of the one of the rocks, so people are gonna be standing in the middle and there's not gonna be that one. Maybe I'll get rid of that one. I wonder how we could handle the multiple idols. That's really cool. I love how it's smacking the easy in the head. That's funny. All right, well, I'm gonna push it. I think it's possible. There's definitely some issues of it, so it kind of like brought new issues. Added the mining animations and their implementation. There's a problem of how idle is only to one side, so. It's progress, but not without more work. Control K S. Control K S. Control KS, yeah, that's what it says. Why did it open like that file for me? That's a little weird, don't you think? How's Mixel doing? Good day. Yeah, so there it is. We have a little bit more time, so let's take a look at if there's something we could do. So basically, I've been going through this survey, and I've been trying to like, kind of like fix what needs to be fixed there. There's a lot to be done, and I'm not even like getting into the polish thing yet. I'm just trying to get the features done that needs to be done. So let's take a look at the forms. So we did those. We did some animations. Levels, we're gonna be taking a look at levels later. Let's see, the crafting UI felt a little confusing. It took me a second sometimes to realize what I was crafting. Would you be able to show how your networking works in editor without using the Linux server? I'm running through documentation and are a bit confused. What do you want to know? First Control K and then S. Control K and then S. Ah, cool. So you kind of like need to let go of the control. Thank you, Mixel. That's actually really helpful, dude. I'm gonna try to remember that. But yeah, what do you want to know, PressGD? Like, how your networking works. So I'm running a self-host. That's what I'm doing. So basically, I have this self-host script, or automatic host script, where I'm just calling the start host in the network manager, and that's pretty much it. Then my network manager has set that my address is like localhost. Yeah. That's it. Alright, so let's take a look at the form. So the crafting UI felt a little confusing. So I think there's a couple things here. First of all, is I think the one of the let's take a look at it like a little bit critically. Let's take a look at it critically. Got it. Cheers. Hey, no worries, no worries. So let's take a look at the crafting station. I think I have a couple of things with it that I want to make better. So basically, so this is the kind of like the view. My problem is that it's kind of like showing something by default. And I think it's okay if it shows something by default, but it should have some sort of indicator that you are now viewing the black sword. Like, I think we could use some sort of like outline here, or some sort of visual in the list that this is the one we are clicking. So I think we could use like these, some sort of like toggles or whatnot. And then I think it would be helpful to have like descriptions here, so you could kind of like hover over to see what this is. I think with those 2 changes it would be pretty good. Let's see if we can fix that real quick. Alright, so we're gonna go into our crafting UI. Crafting station UI. And let's go into the scene layout so we can see nicely what's happening. So this is basically inside the crafting station. And we basically print the stuff underneath. So for example, now there's kind of like one inside. So what I think we need to do here is we need to add some sort of like toggle or outline or something. So I think I kind of like already have some logic in place to kind of like do that. So when we press, we are doing that. But I think there could be some sort of like outline or whatever on this kind of like thing. So let's try that. Or maybe just like add an outline. Like I don't know. Let's try things. Let's try different things out. So what if I do like an outline on this one? And what if I make it like? What if I make it like cyan? Does it print anything here? No. Canvas renderer. So this didn't do anything. This already has some sort of outline though. Okay, so we do have something here. Does this need to be on... Does it need to be somewhere here then? What if I have the outline here? Stretch. Well, that looks like shit. Why do you look like shit? Do you need more on top? No. That looks like ass. Can I change the color here? The hell I can. So what is making that shit then? Maybe it's the outline. Image type set to sliced. Or whatever it is. So it's now sliced, didn't really help. Alright, I'm not sure about that. It could be something as simple as an arrow as well, like we are kind of like... Oh, have you edited the script to give it a border yet? The sprite. Have you edited the sprite to give it a border? No, this is some like thing I did for another kind of thing, and I think that's probably why it doesn't scale really well. So what I'm thinking here is that let's try the outline method as like on its own. Like, I don't get it, why doesn't this show? You can make it scale well. Okay. I think this outline needs the renderer, or there's something like... I thought it would work here. but it's not working out. Alright, I'm gonna reset this and gonna come back. We're gonna try what our friend PressGD says. Crafting. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, click on the sprite and the inspector, edit the sprite, then you can make the border where you want it to not stretch. By the sprite, I mean the actual sprite in the assets folder, not the object in the hierarchy. Yeah, I get it. Okay. So let's try this again, shall we? So we're gonna go here. So we have the outline here. Should it be on the parent or on the background? Any idea? Well, anyway. Here's the outline. So we have item slot outline, then we have this outline itself. Edit the sprite. So I think what we can kind of like, you can kind of like change these, but I can't remember how this was handled. Now drag the, yeah, is this it? Alright, let's give this a go. So if we now have the outline on, so yeah, you can see now it's I think we need some maybe it should be on the kid. And now if we give it a little left space, does that make anything? No. Sliced. You want to do it right on the edge of the sprite. Do you mean like this? Hey, good. Yeah, like that. Also, the sprite should probably be set to filter mode point, so it's not blurry, but it's up to you. Alright, let's try that. How's it going, Nalta Elias? Hur mår du? Alright, let's try that and let's put it to filter mode point. Where is it? Alright. Okay, let's try that out. So now I have it on the child object. And if I put it on sliced, I'm not getting like the corners here, which I don't know why. Like, why don't I get the corners? Is it because how we cut it? Is it because how we cut it? Probably. So now we're getting kind of like this top and bottom. Sitting and working as usual, feeling good. Hey, also sprite mode should be single as there is only single sprite, yeah. Alright. Do you have a mask on the parent? No. No mask. No mask. Okay, so let's take a look at the... so let's make it to single. 100 probably fine. Extrude edges. How much empty area to leave around the sprite in the generated mesh? It was set to 1. Does it matter? Okay, so now it's full on black. What the hell is that? What the hell is going on? Okay, so we're missing the sprite, that's one. Alright, so now we got that kind of thing. What if we do the sliced? No. Maskable. What a time to be alive. What does this do? This image doesn't have a border. That's wild. Well, it's something. I still can't color it. Is it because of the blackness? When you change it from multiple to single, it changed the border. We'll need to do it again. Ah, is that the case? It did do it, yeah. It is much more tighter now because of the no filtering. Hey, would you look at that? Good job, dude. Press GD MVP. All right, so we can now get a pretty clean border. I think that's a little off, but that could be just me. That's pretty clean. Is there a way to colorize it? Like I can't, it doesn't really matter what I have here, it's just gonna be black. As an addition, I would do the bottom and top as well in the border. To colorize it, you will need to make the border white. Then it will change color. Interesting, interesting, my friend. All right, so what we can actually do that. Let's go. You're really helpful, Press GD. Thank you, thank you. You seem to know your way around the UI things. Beep 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 beep. Let's try to open. Outline. All right, so let's see here. Let's go whites. Outline whites. Here we go. So now we can do this single here. We can open the sprite editor. Let's make it to no filter. All right, here we go. Now let's change the background to the white one. Hey, would you look at that? We can change the color, boys. Fuck yeah. More you know. The more you know. Oh, that's cool. So now we can do whatever we want with it. Now what do we want? what do we want to do with it? I think just a simple white might work wonders here. Or cyan, because we're kind of like using cyan on the toggle as well, so maybe we'll do that. Or we can do orange, which is kind of like what we've done elsewhere. We have these colors as well. Maybe I'll use this one. And so basically we can now toggle this on and off if it's selected. If it's selected, we can now toggle it. Yeah. Alright, so what we can now do... I don't think we'll need this, so I'm just going to override everything. And in the crafting UI item, we're gonna do a new... We can basically do a public image, outline image, and by default we're not gonna do anything on button press. So I think we need a couple of methods here. I think this is gonna be like, well, let's do public void. Let's do enable outline, and we're just gonna do the outline. What was it? Outline image enabled true, and then we're gonna do another one which is disable outline, and this is gonna be the opposite, like so. And if you click it, we're going to be enabling it. Enable outline. And then when we are pressing something, so we're going here. We're gonna go ahead and disable all the others. So for each, do we have something like blueprint? What is it? Crafting UI item in crafting UI items. Do we have something like that? All crafting. This is the list. Alright, so we're gonna go through every one of them. And we're basically going to disable all of them. So crafting UI item, disable outline, and so this is gonna be the blueprint that was pressed. Is the blueprint? I think the blueprint is so if crafting UI item blueprint equals blueprint that was pressed. I'm just gonna continue. Yeah, so that should now enable the one that we clicked, and it should disable all the others. And there's one more thing here, which is the fact that the first one should be pressed by default. So when we are updating the lists, we are instantiating them. Well, I think we can do like let's do like int I 0 and instantiate. We're gonna do that. Wait. Update blueprint list. All crafting UI items, item blueprint. This is not it. This is not the one I was looking for. Where are we actually initializing the... Yeah, I think here we're actually doing it. We're sorting the lists. Then we are instantiating them. So here we are doing it. Okay, so let's do int I0. No, actually, I think we could convert this to a for loop. Let's see if we can. Can we? It's not really giving me anything. All right, let's see if it does it. Please, just do the whole thing. So I think that should do it, right? Blueprint. So this is gonna be initialize element. Blueprint lists I. So that should be it. Now, why I did it this is that now we can do like if I is 0, then we are going to do crafting UI item enable outline. Yeah. Not sure if we need to do that, but let's do it. So yeah, now we should be doing it only for the one. No, this is actually not true. So I only want to do this for weapons, so kind of like the first tab. How do I fix that? Blueprint. So if I is 0 and let's do like true here, and this is gonna be by default is weapons container false, and so basically if this is true, all right, so I think that should work now. So basically we are going to disable all the outlines in all of the UI items except for weapons and the first one, which is kind of like active. And then we should be clicking and disabling it as we go. So let's give it a go. Does it work though? No clue. In my brain it seems good, but it might be that it's not. So we're gonna be taking the where did we put the outline? I think it's in the background, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. I'm gonna remove this. Here we go. Here we go. Does it work? So we should now have an outline that's dynamic. I could have done it with a toggle. I think that would have been a more automatic, but this is going to give me control. Hey, that's working. Would you look at that, boys? That's not bad. That's not bad. It's a little too subtle though. I think it's a little too subtle. So let's try whites or cyan or something. Beep, 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 beep. Let's try something like cyan, crafting station, UI, crafting UI item, or like, so we don't need that. Crafting UI item, is this it? No, I think it's this one. I think it's this one that we're using. Yeah, this is it. So let's see here. So we have the background. For some reason it's disabled by default. So let's put it back on. And let's try something more interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and just use the freaking cyan color, which I think is awesome. Alright, I'm heading to bed again, says Press GD. If you're online tomorrow, I'll see you then for maybe a bit. If not, I'll see you in a week or so going on holiday. Hey, I hope you're having a great holiday. What are you gonna go and do? But hey, thank you for your help. You were really, really helpful today. Thank you, Press GD. And it's not like you weren't helpful the day before as well. So, have a good one, dude. Appreciate you. Nolta Elias says that I am so impressed by everyone who is damn good at coding. Imagine if I had even 1% of your skills. Oh, dude, you are too kind. You're too kind. I would argue that you can get to my level in a couple of years. Like, it's not that... Okay, so I killed my inventory button because it's using the same thing, I reckon. So yeah, now we can change this by pressing... Yeah, I think it's much more clear what you're doing now. If I close it... it's not gonna be printing the first one though, is it? Yeah, but this is a lot more clear. A lot more clear, let me tell you. Huh, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Heading to an island to relax and think about nothing. You have a good one. Oh, you deserve it. Let's go, dude. I'll see you when you're back. I'm gonna be here tomorrow and every workday basically, but you should probably stay away to keep your mind off of, you know, normal mortal things. Just enjoy your stay, dude. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy how that worked. So I think there was some case, so now it kind of like doesn't print the first one. It's not a huge issue, but I think it would be nice touch if we could fix that. So what's happening there, I think is so where are we doing it again? Where are we doing the thing? So we are doing it here, instantiate crafting items. And then we are setting it there, and that's it. Now, what happens when we actually open the crafting UI? When we are crafting the UI, we are doing this. Sets up crafting blueprints. So we're only doing this once. So I reckon if we went ahead and... So we're doing it on the instantiate. Maybe this is not the way to go. Maybe this is not the way to go after all. So I'm gonna try to do this elsewhere then. So let's take this away and take that away. And there it is. So that's what we had. What if I do it here instead? So here we are doing like the initial run. Doesn't really matter if it's an initial run or not. So we have the list now. After that, I reckon. So we have the list. What is the list? All crafting UI items list. So we just gotta like, I think it's the very first one. So we're just gonna take the all crafting UI item list, the very first one, and enable outline. I think that's it. I think that's it. So now, let's make sure that when we're initializing it, we're just gonna disable it. So here we're just gonna disable the outline, so we're not gonna be having that problem. And now when we are running, whenever we're opening the crafting station, it is always setting the first one active. I think I got it. I think I got it. Let's see how wrong I was. Well, I'll see how much I can learn. As long as I find it fun, I keep reading and learning. That's the only way to live. That's the only way to live, my friend. Like, I really enjoy game development. Like, I was dead tired today morning. I was like feeling super unmotivated. And here I am. Alright, so it's active. If I change it to Amber Sword, it's gonna like stay there. And it's gonna show whatever it's showing. I can press there, okay? If I come back... Yeah. There it is. That's really good. That's really good. There it is. Okay, so it was Control K and S, and I'm gonna save everything. So we have the outlines. So I noticed that we broke the crafting button. No, inventory button. How did we do that? How did I manage to get this white? Ah, it's because of this. It's because of that. Alright, let's push this. Implemented a small feature into crafting UI item that implemented an outline image into crafting UI item that gets toggled upon press to help players see what recipe is activated. Brought in a new outline white asset that you can change color of easily. There it is. Let's go. Happy about that. So we can cross another thing. So crafting UI felt a little confusing. So I think this has another kind of like another aspect to it, which is that we should add descriptions into the materials. But we don't have that feature yet. We're gonna be working on that a little later. Item tooltip. So this is the same thing, really. So we don't really have that, or we have the tooltip mechanic, which is why this is actually pretty fast to implement. But we need to think it through. No, we don't have time for that right now. Crafting is good. It was a bit cumbersome to try to remember. It's good to usually need full inventory. I think it's quite nice. The main things I would like to see is better UI, visually speaking, but this goes for pretty much all the UI. That's true. I think we're gonna be working, kind of like reworking the menus too. I think the crafting station is looking pretty good, but the others are not. Full screen mode. Wait, I don't remember reading this. Full screen mode, save button, or make the statue a save point. Like you pray at it if you don't want to make saving too easy. Maybe pets that boost or give resistance. I don't remember reading this. This is cool. Save button. I think in a multiplayer setting it's pretty... I think it's bullying if you don't save automatically. Like, I think a lot of people will just, like, lose their progress because we didn't save them. Let them save. I think, like, automatic saving is such a... It's such a norm that if you don't do it, I think people will be pissed. I do like the idea of a save point. Like, it's not that. But I don't think we can do that. People can disconnect and what not. So I think we're gonna do pets at some point. We actually kind of like have a conversation on Discord already. What kind of pets would you guys would want to see? Let's go. Brogox is really popping off with the anime girl. Let's go, Brogox. Good stuff. For React, let's see what you guys did there. So, Ilumski is posting something. Infinite scroll, infinite regret. What? $2 each? What? What the hell is this? 500,000 triangles. AI art? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. You just hide the user's assets. What a time to be alive. But hey, we actually managed to do good today. So we implemented a basic feature for, or kind of like basic implementation for the mining and fishing animations. We kind of figured it out. They are not perfect. I'm not sure. I think we need to take a look at them more in the future. There's a lot more polish to be done, but it was a good start. And then we gave the crafting UI a little bit of a facelift. Yeah, I think it was a good stream, guys. It was a good day of developing. Tomorrow we're gonna be continuing on more of the suggestions, more of the bug reports. So I have a lot of things here. We have a lot of things here that we gotta fix. And once we're done with the fixing, then we're gonna move on to doing polish. So I'm thinking it will be like couple weeks tops until we are in a pretty good state. The polishing takes a long time though. And I think we're gonna be spending a lot of time on that. As long as I have like mental health to do. Thanks for the stream, Veli. Hey, thanks for being here, Matt Sharpie. I really appreciate it. It was a little bit more quiet stream, but I didn't have that much energy today anyway, so... sometimes it do be like that. Who do you guys want to go see? Who are your favorite game dev streamers? Maybe we could save player location at statues or other points since we are currently saving it. That's actually a valid point. That's actually... Okay, well, I can do that. Let's add it to the suggestions. Spawn point saving. Then the other point I had was that Matt Sharpie or somebody actually wanted this. So this kind of like... upon entering a new an area, show the area name. For player. So I think these two things we could definitely do. See you later. Hey, Nalta, LGist, thank you so much for dropping by as well. So, do you guys like to watch any of these guys? I've been rating Claim and Dev like every other day. Every other day, I'm not even kidding. So should we go there once more? Claim and Dev, here we go. He's a fellow Finnish creator. Yeah, cause now I can't learn them, so it becomes the desert place and that cold area. Yeah, 100%. I think that's gonna be fairly easy to implement. I'm thinking, well, to be fair, I don't know, like from the top of my head, I don't know how to do it. Like I'm thinking colliders. Like we have colliders on the entryway, and when you hit them, we kind of like see which way you're moving or something. I don't know. I'm open to that feature, and I think we can do that soon, but I haven't done that. So I'm thinking like what would be the way to go. Maybe it would be kind of like colliders, and then we do like trigger enter, and then kind of like see which way the player's headed. Something like that. Yeah, this is another Finnish streamer. Clayman is a nice guy. He's been working on this game for a long time now. I have no idea how long, but it feels like it's probably years at this point. Yeah, colliders seem to make sense. Yeah, that could be one way to look at it. Hey, I'll catch you tomorrow. Hopefully with a little bit better energy. We got a lot to do, but it feels good to be finally, being back at development. See ya. Bye bye.